Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, this thing is set on recording immediately. Doesn't matter. Who's on here? Hello, Glenn. It's just 1 o'clock. Hello, Miria. Glenn, is your audio fixed yet or not? Just type out in the message for me if it's not fixed yet. Miria, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. And you, Captain?
I'm good. I nearly missed the call. I had one of the people living here on the plot here to come fetch some eggs that I received yesterday and some vegetables and fruits. But that's sorted now, and we started talking. Hello, Anthony is on. Ilana, you still got a message outstanding that I need to read. I'll get to it sometime. All busy. Let's give it a few more seconds for people to come on. iPhone Ubuntu, who are you? Hello, Lazelle.
Good morning, Mary.
Hi. Mary, welcome. Yeah, you come up on the screen as iPhone Ubuntu. That's a good name. Welcome. It's your first call on a Saturday with us. You're from New York.
Yes.
That's good. Who's this? Glenn? My son has gone to Bruce. Speaker. Yeah, that will be good if you can get. I want to hear your voice, Glenn. We've been speaking a lot and it's only in typing. Where else can I say welcome to Jaco? Are you not supposed to work?
I said, no, I'm off this weekend.
Are you off?
For a change, yes, it feels good.
Yeah, you don't need to be off once in a while on a Saturday. You've been working all the Saturdays for a long time now. Oh, that's good. Let me just set my screen here a little bit. All right, people, there's not much that I want to say today. A quick update on the Telegram groups and Telegram messages. I'm still way behind. I've got it down to about 600 at one stage during the week, but it's now up to 853 again. Remember, that's not messages in messages. That is individual messages that I need to go open. There's more than 2,000 because some people say hello and then a message and a photo. So I'm busy catching up, but it's going to take a long time. For the people that don't know the structure of the Telegram groups, I'm just going to open Telegram here for me. The Dream Vehicle groups for Tracks, Cruise, Caravan, and Eagles is going to close down on the 31st of January. So everybody that's not yet in the main group, we've got one group now called Dream Vehicles, where everybody that's involved in the lineages that we are building can go look what's going on. Mary, specifically for you, you joined Dream New Beginnings now. We've got New Beginnings, we got Hartstal. Hartstal translated is heart language, which originally was only for Afrikaans-speaking people, but we open it up because we can't discriminate. And then we've got Dream Tracks, Dream Cruise, Dream Caravan, Dream Eagles, Dream Submarine, and then also the DCP lineages, and then a few others that I worked on from the start of Gift of Legacy. So there's a huge amount of lineages that we're working on. So we're combining all the news in there. Then we've got a Dream Vehicle Legend group, where we post the boards as they close, the ones that people send to me, because some people work on their own boards. And then we've got a Dream Motivational and Humor group for the people. We don't allow photos of unicorns and butterflies and fairies in the main groups. That's why we've got a Dream Motivational and Humor group. If you want to post your butterflies, you get people that cannot survive the day if they don't post 2 or 3 photos of flowers and butterflies. So there you can post to your heart's desire. It's people that post very good things there. Sometimes if you feel a bit down, you can go there and go look at all the beautiful messages that people post there. And then also on Telegram, for the people that work on their own boards, we've changed the procedure a little bit. I'm not opening the groups anymore. I've got too many groups. When you want to work on a board, open the group, get the board members in there. And if you need any guidance or help from me, then you add me in the group, and then I will look at the board and tell you what to do on which board. For the people that don't know, we are currently working on over 1,800 open boards. That's a huge amount of profiles that we load. And some boards go slow, some boards go fast. As you get your people in, sometimes it goes fast, sometimes it goes slow. With Seeds of Love now, over the 1,900 mark. Remember, Seeds of Love got 1,938 people that need profiles. I'm sponsoring them in. They are now just over we reached 1,900 mark this morning. We had a target of 2,000 when we started the Zoom call, but due to time and the time it takes to register, the time it takes to get links from the builders, we're not on 2,000 yet, but well, we over the 1,900 mark. For the ones that don't know, on the 13th of December, Seeds of Love had 360 profiles. They now have over 1,900. That's 1,500 that I sponsored in the last month or the last 5 weeks. So once they all got their first profiles on, then we'll start working on their second profiles. You'll see on some of the perpetual boards and some of the normal boards as well. On New Beginnings, on Hardstyle, there will be Seeds of Love admin profiles. That is profiles that Andrew will use to get the second profiles in for his group of people. And then obviously as the first profiles go through, they can then do the gifting for the second profile as well. So there's a lot of movement. A few people said in one of the groups that we are standing still. There's only one reason why a board can ever stand still is because the people on the board don't work. I had quite a few instances, more than 20 this week, where people send me messages, why is their board standing still? And my first question always is, how many people did you invite? And usually the answer is 0. Then obviously the board is going to stand still. How do you expect your board to move if you don't get people on board? Now, the way that we work, we assist you with your profile to get 2 people in, but that's alone. You still need to bring more people in. That's why Dream Track slowed down and why Dream Cruise slowed down, Dream Caravan slowed down for other reasons. Dream Eagle, we're not working on much at this stage. So basically, if you don't bring more people in at the bottom, nothing's going to work. We are working on Dream Tracks. I closed one Dream Tracks board this week. There's one cruise board that needs one more gifter, then we're going to close that. Dream Caravan, I sponsored in 121 people, and there's only 21 of them left on the boards. They decided to quit. How stupid can you be? So that's how it goes there. The people that tell me that it's not moving, you can look in the Legend group. I'm still way behind on the photos of the boards that closed in the last 3 weeks, but we do post a few every day. And New Beginnings this morning closed 3 boards. Mary decided to bring a few people on board. Just a quick update on New Beginnings for the people that don't know. Remember, all the lineages work together. New Beginnings is very easy. As a legend, on every bronze board, you sponsor 3 people in. And as on a silver legend position, you sponsor 6 people in. You take $600. Bernice do all the admin around that. She moves the gifts around so the right people receive the right gifts. And she does the registration on New Beginnings. We are planning to load a few more today. It is a time-consuming process, but she will post in the New Beginnings group as we load the new people. Very easy if we work together. Now, New Beginnings works also a little bit different. The idea is 256 people, each taking 16 profiles, of which a few will be sponsored. And then that gives us 4,096 positions. And once that is filled, we'll start working on phase 2 of the strategy. The leading profiles there, the number 1, number 2, and 3 profiles will sponsor most of the gifts received back in once we reach the 4,096 profile mark. We're now just under 400 at this stage. So New Beginnings is still very young. If you're not on New Beginnings yet, make contact with me or Bernice so that we can add you on the list. And then you can get on board there as well. Some of your profiles on there will be fully sponsored by either Bernice or myself or the sponsor funds. You'll see on the boards many times the word sponsor is there. For the people that don't know, I usually name it for the lineage, track sponsor or cruise sponsor or hope sponsor or hardstyle sponsor, whatever it may be. But also all the deep dive profiles, all the angel guide profiles, in all the guide profiles is basically sponsor profiles. For the people on here, I don't see anybody here that made stupid allegations. The things that I live in a mansion, come visit me. Just bring enough cool drink and a chocolate cake so that I can show you how I live. I don't care much about my surroundings as long as I've got a table and a computer to work at, because I sit in front of the computer between 18 and 22 hours a day. So for the ones of you got false information that I'm living in a 17-bedroom mansion, come visit me. Just bring enough chocolate cake and cool drinks so we can have a good party outside my tree, under my tree, close to my rock. Right, that is concerning the groups and the movement recently. We do have a few other issues, or experience a few other issues during the week in some of the chat groups where people misbehaved and got all haywire. I did address it. People, if you got a challenge in life, we had a man who went through severe pain in a hospital, and a basic request for prayer turned out into a huge argument on a group. Why do we have things like that? Now, all the parties were guilty of the escalation of this conversation, because when somebody said something, this man then replied negatively. Be careful of your words. If you go back to the motivational calls of Andrew and myself, go look at the recordings. It's all on YouTube. We frequently say, before you post something or before you say something, ask yourself a few questions. The first question, is it true? The second question is, what will the effect be on other people if you actually say or type out these words? And the third and maybe the most important question is, what will the effect be on yourself? Remember, you live according to what you speak. You can speak sickness over yourself, and you can also speak health over yourself. Be careful of your words. Be very, very careful of your words. Right, that's all I've got to say now. I don't think there's any other funny news. They are still busy with compression. It's not finished yet. They will announce when it's finished. Hopefully all the boards with the open spots will be filled in. We're trying to fill open builder positions as fast as we can for the people that decided they don't want to travel with us anymore. But very soon all those spots will be filled. There is a few changes coming. We were informed that at one or other stage we will be able to change our own personal information on profiles. As you know, I manage profiles for charities, and when I get them to silver, we hand over. So the changing of those details will be much easier very soon. All right, Giselle, you got your hand up. Any questions from your side?
Hi, Stefan. How are you doing?
I'm good. Best day of my life.
Well done. I'm glad. Best day of my life as well.
Don't you want to know why?
No, because I think it's the same reason why mine's the best day of my life. I woke up this morning and I could open my eyes and I could eat and I had a roof over my head.
No, that's not the reason I've got why it's the best day of my life.
So you tell me why?
I'm hearing your voice today.
Yeah, but I don't think you're going to be happy with me. So I want you to take my question, or I want you to take my comment, not as a bad thing. I'd like us all to try and go back to basics, where we started a year ago, where when you fall on someone's board, have the decency to contact them within 24 hours, or put a note on the board, the chat group, and say, please remove me off the board. I'm not supposed to be on the board. Because isn't that the rules? When you fall on a board, you must contact the legend within 24 hours.
Yeah, if you're going to do the gifting, you need to contact the legend. The challenge we've got now is twofold. Do you know how the submarine works, Lizelle?
I do, Stefan, I do.
Okay, the
You-
one
your
challenge is a
first
version
board
1
is-
profile
yeah.
don't receive $400 to gift the silver legend.
Yes, I do. So
So they
this
need
week
you to be
someone
removed.
fell. So on Tuesday, Don Sub fell on Thornton's board, and as she fell on Thornton's board, she sent him a whisper. Hi, Thornton. From the submarine, please can you remove me off your board? That was like so amazing. That was like wow. That's all we're asking. We're asking to go back to basics. Communication. We went to see like 3 or 4 people this week, and we're starting like not from scratch, but we're trying to see at least 3 people a week now and speak about Gift of Legacy, because I think a lot of us have forgotten that Gift of Legacy is there. We're just there to like ride. So I'm just saying that if someone does fall on your board, just have the decency to send you fall on the board, just send a whisper and say, please remove me from your board. That's all.
Yeah. Now, the second thing concerning silver boards is also the legend must feel free to contact the new gifter themselves. I had on the second and the third oldest silver board, which is part of the Dream Tracks lineage,
Yeah.
Cubans falling on the board. The one got 5 open positions and the one got 8 open positions. The one is my own profile, guide 1 to 7. And the other one is the Van Altena grandchildren fund that we've got for the Van Altena family. So 13 people
Okay.
landed on the board. On the oldest
Yeah.
board, where Leslie Vermeulen is sitting, there were 2 Cubans on the 3 spots at that stage that were open. We started contacting them. Absolutely no communication. So we contact them, welcome on the board, and there's no reply. Absolutely nothing on those 13. Gave them 4 days and I removed them. Then another
Yeah.
13 landed on the board, 5 on the one and 8 on the other one. The board dated 26 February. The legend didn't removed 1 person. Nobody came there. But I had another round of 13 people, same country code, Cuba, and I sent them messages and said, welcome on the board, and nothing happened. So I removed another 13 people.
Sure.
And it happened now a
Okay.
third time. The board is full again this morning, both boards. 5 new people on the one and 8 on the other one. And it's again
Wow.
Cuban people. I don't know why they keep on falling on the board, because they're not connected to anybody on the board that I could determine. But it is the
And they're not
oldest board.
communicating.
They're not communicating. So we'll keep on removing them. So the legend must do his part, his or her part, in removing people if they don't want to be on a board or if they're not ready to gift. But that brings me now to another big challenge that I've got. We are currently working to get Seeds of Love on boards where I'm the legend with my version 1 profile.
Yeah.
So we close the board and I will fall on a silver board. I closed 214 boards like that. Now slowly but surely opening up the version 2 profiles for Seeds of Love. In the meantime, I must still log into all my other profiles. So I don't get to all the silver boards to tell the legend, please remove me.
Oh, so you don't know that you've fallen on that board? Or
No,
do
I know
you?
full well that I'm on a silver board, but I didn't open it yet. I didn't have time yet to go talk to the legend. There's 214.
Okay. Okay, so once you close a bronze board, it automatically goes to silver, but you didn't go look what's happening on the silver yet.
I didn't go look.
Busy with.
I didn't go look.
Okay.
I
All right,
am
fair
catching
enough.
up on
So
the
you
boards.
want me to contact Andrew. He's fallen twice on my silver board. 63 and 64, I think. I'll contact him. I just thought I'll leave it for today just to find out what's the right procedures, because I think this happened on Thursday already.
If the gifter don't contact you, feel free to contact them. I sitting on a silver board where 4 people landed in the last week and 3 were submarine people. So I knew this is a version 1. I didn't even ask them. I just removed them because we already opened a version 2 profile for them. The 4th one was somebody that followed another person on the board. And I said, welcome. And the person responded, thank you to be here. I'm following this person. I say, yeah, I see that very well. And we arranged gifting and it was done. On a gold board,
Okay.
I had somebody who accidentally wanted to go check and they joined the board where I'm sitting on, and I'm in the guide position on that board, and the person couldn't get hold of the legend. They contacted me then to ask me if I know the legend. They accidentally joined the board. They're not ready yet. They're only in guide on their silver board. So I made contact then with the legend and said, please remove this person. So there's always communication is very easy. It
Okay,
comes
cool.
both
Okay,
ways. If
and then-
somebody don't contact you, you take the first step to contact them.
All right. And then another thing, I'm on a board with you where we've got no legends. The other day you showed us an example of what happens to the legends. Okay. Toby and Don is on that same board. We lost Freek. Freek and these two people we lost must have been about a week ago. So if you go into Toby and Don's board, you'll see that we don't have a legend. So you've showed that with compression, we should be getting a legend, hey?
No, not necessarily. GGM took a lot of profiles on as a legend position, but they've got too
Yeah.
many profiles to check, so they're now compressing. So if you're on a board where there's no legend, I found quite a few, about 40 of them this week, where the whole board was moved to other positions. Now, the first thing they try in the current phase of compression, if you don't have a legend and they need to move you, they will try put you on a board where your lineage is. But they can only put you if there's an open position in the middle, if there's a builder position open. If not, they're going to make a new board. They will find a board where there is a legend. There's many boards where there's only a legend and a guide on, or a legend and two guides, or a legend and a guide and two builders and the other side is open. They will split that board and move you to a board where there's openings. And then as your lineage comes through and you cycle through to the next perpetual board, you will then fall back in behind your lineage.
Okay, so I don't need to send an email to support and tell them we don't have a legend.
No,
Or
no,
should
the
I?
system will pick it up. The system will pick it up.
Okay. All right.
If
You
they
know which
announce
board
that
I'm talking
compression
about,
is
eh?
finished, if they announce that compression is finished and you don't have a legend
Okay.
yet, then you can report it.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's not a train
Yeah.
smash. I was just thinking of that issue as well. All right.
Yeah,
That's
no,
all from me.
There's no rush. If you don't have a legend, wait for compression. If by the time they announce that compression is finished, which will be very soon, then you can report to support, and then they will move the people around to other boards.
Cool. Okay. That sounds fair enough.
Good. Right,
Great.
Rosetta, a
Thank you,
few
Stefan.
questions. I don't know why you were so nervous that I'm going to get upset about your questions.
No, I'm not nervous. I'm just scared you're gonna say, I need to train you privately.
Oh, you're scared of a private training session?
Yeah, because you know me, I don't shut up. And I like training sessions in Afrikaans. I don't like this
No.
English language.
We were sitting together one Sunday evening with Thornton, yourself, and 3 other people, and you made a lot of aggressive remarks, and not once did I lose my temper. So why will I, if you come for a trip, and by the way, you're supposed to come for a visit, get your husband in a car and come visit me, bring chocolate cake and Coke so that we can do a training session.
My husband's on a diet. He's lost 5 kilos, so there will be no Coke and chocolate cake. There will be Diet Coke and maybe I don't know, a snack, maybe a pie or something.
The cake is not for Thornton, the cake is for me.
Okay, all right. So you'll just watch
you
you
can-
eating the cake.
Yeah, you can bring him the hashtag, or I can make him a nice healthy soup with a lot of vegetables.
Okay, healthy soup in this weather. Yeah, right, Stefan. Yeah, eat soup.
No,
All right,
soup
we
is
will
good
come
in
visit
in
one
warm
day.
weather. If you eat soup in warm weather, you're going to lose more weight. But it's good. Say well done to
Oh.
Thornton that he lost 5 kgs. I'm very happy
Yeah,
about that news.
very happy with him as well. Yeah, and he's not on blood pressure tablets anymore. So, by the way,
Good. I like
the
that.
time
Good
the
news.
time paperwork. So yeah, okay. You carry on with your training. You've only got a few minutes left.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions, people? Why is everybody so quiet? Who can I get here to give me more questions? Mary, do you have any questions about the lineages that we're working on, seeing now that you quite new of your group that you brought onto New Beginnings?
No questions. Raquel is part of our other group.
Okay, good.
We're
Yeah.
on another board. So the idea, I'm sitting here laughing because the idea of 3 people coming back in at the bronze and 6 people, coming back donating to help the other cause is our group idea. So she just moved it over
Okay, good.
because
Good,
we have a
perfect.
large group. And I'm not going to tell you the amount of people, but those 3 individuals that are now on the bronze board, I will be speaking to them and seeing that they would take some people off our list and put 3 more people in there first. Use
Yeah,
their
that's good.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bernice orchestrates all those movements on New Beginnings. On the other vehicles, just a bit of background on the movement between the different lineages. Once we on a certain amount of profiles on New Beginnings, we also then going to introduce people to the Eagle line, which is not very big yet. The advantage we've got on the Eagle lineage is that I've got 11 sponsor profiles lined up on the second boards after the startup board. And those profiles then can sponsor back into New Beginnings to get people on board there, new people that don't have money. A lot of people say to me, it's only South Africa who's got poor people. We find them everywhere in the world. We don't have $100 to gift. And the startup board currently is $100. So those sponsor profiles will help people getting on board. I had another family here yesterday in my area who phoned me and said they're so eager to take another profile. They got 2 profiles on for their family so far. But they got only $90 available now. I said, fine. I'll find out who's the legend going to be. We registered them and I gifted the difference of $10 for them. It's very easy to help people to get on board a board on Gift of Legacy and to become part of our family. Very, very easy. It's not all about money. It's about communication and sharing of abundance. But anyway,
Thank you.
welcome, Mary.
I would like to say one
Yeah.
more thing, and I'd like to
Yeah.
comment you on that it's not only in United States that is suffering, it is worldwide. This is
It's
why we
worldwide.
have this is why we have Partners for Christ. Right now they're talking about in the United States taking our Social Security from us. So people who work and that are senior citizens, how are they going to pay their bills, medication, etc.? They will not have Social Security benefits. So we're looking out for those individuals. A lot of our churches are closed. Our food pantries are running out. Our veterans. It is not the glamorous place that people say, oh, I want to go to United States. They have this and that. Right now, I'm in New York City, and the people who are coming over to America, they're shipping them to United States. And I'm a school teacher in New York City. We have no books, supplies, etc. No place for them to sleep. And it's really like we're in a third world country. And our mayor and governor went out to ask for billions of dollars, which we haven't received. And other states are just saying, okay, let's send them to New York City. These people are standing on the street and people are taking them in. We're using our churches. We're using hospital, abandoned buildings. We're fixing it up just so they can have a warm place. We're giving them coats, used coats in good condition, hats, gloves. They come to school with nothing. So, I was in Gift for Legacy and I still am. I supported Gift for Legacy fully. And I look at some people when they had hit our boards, they say, oh, they from America. They got a lot of money. And that's the wrong concept. We don't. We all have to work together to help each other. In order to be successful, this is what I tell my group. in order to be successful, you have to help somebody else be successful. This world was not built, skyrockets, airplanes, by one person. Everybody has to work together to build a car, to build a house. So we have to take this out of our mind and say, oh, you from Africa, you got a lot of gold, a lot of silver. You know, they greedy. My father family is from Africa, Nigeria. So I know the difference, even with the Indians. My mother's Cherokee Indian. I know the difference in who has and who don't have, who's greedy, who's not greedy. Let's take the greed out. Let's all work together. Don't get on the board and sit there and say, well, I'm going to wait for this group to come in. I'm going to take the money and leave. That's the wrong concept, because you won't be blessed if you do that. You won't, because you take the $800, you leave, and I always say, next month you got another bill. You got to eat next month. You may pay a little bills off. You may take and splurge and buy this and buy that. But then the next day or two come around, you're going to need funds again. And if you bless somebody, somebody's going to turn around and bless you. I'm a living witness, and I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing, everyone. But Stefan and them know. They know me, and God has really helped me out a lot by helping people. Sometimes I turn around, even if it's a cake or something, somebody's always giving it back to me. If it's not financial, it's prayer. Okay? I want you to get a total concept of what we all are trying to do. Don't think about me, me, me. When you look up, the blessings will fall upon you. And if you look in the Bible where the little mice didn't have anything and she gave her last portion, turned around and she had a handful and enough to receive that she could not store up. So that's what you want to do by helping someone else. Thank you.
Yeah, the good few words you said there, Mary. Thank you for that. If that is what we're trying to get over across to everybody, to get the word greed out of your vocabulary and to start focusing on sharing and giving. Now, some of us have been in gifting and helping people for very, very many years, many years. And slowly we're getting more people to understand you will never be hungry if you give anything away. There's too many examples of somebody giving the last $20 away, and next moment somebody gives them $4,000. Or you pay for somebody's food because he's hungry, and then you go sit somewhere and a stranger pays for your food. It happens daily. I told people a while ago when I was sitting in a Spur where somebody paid for a woman's meal, I paid for theirs, and eventually I had 2 sessions there because I sat there for the whole day working because of electricity issues. Somebody paid for my first meal and for my second meal. Will always come back to you. Our Creator works in non-mysterious ways. You give and He will give you more. You sacrifice and He will give you more. You go hungry for 2 hours, He will give you food for the next week. That's how it goes. Our Creator looks after us. Thanks for that, Mary. That was a good testimony. We will hear more of you soon. I'll send you the schedule of the Zoom calls. It will be good to have you on a motivational call on Thursdays, 7 o'clock. That's 12 a.m. Eastern Seaboard time. All right, we've got a few
Thank
minutes
you.
left. Anybody else wants to say anything quickly? All right, then we're all done for today. Normal sequence, when we finish, unmute yourself, give a good shout, bye-bye, and then when almost everybody's off, I'll end the call. Recording will be up on YouTube I've got a good signal today. Hopefully we'll be up in about 15 to 20 minutes. There we go.
Bye-bye,
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good
Bye-bye.
Saturday.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye,
Have a
everyone.
blessed day.
Thank
Bye-bye,
Be
you.
well.
everybody.
Bye.